Let's go to the UK now, where UK Labor's plunged to a record low in the polls. Voters are jumping ship to the left and also to the right, joining Reform UK, and they are screaming ahead. And it's left the Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, struggling to hold his fractured coalition together. Let's talk to our News Corp European correspondent, Sophie Elsworth, on this and more. Shocking polls. I think he's trying to be all things to all people, and I made the point before in relation to net zero. You sit on a barbed wire fence and you know what happens. I think Keir Starmer's in the same predicament, Soph.
Yeah, great to be with you, Peter. Look, these polls are getting worse and worse for the Prime Minister, and the biggest thorn in his side is Nigel Farage, the Reform UK leader. There was a poll out this week showing that Farage is the preferred Prime Minister at 33%, ahead of Sir Keir at 30%, the first time that he's overtaken him in this type of poll. But the news for the Labor government just keeps getting worse, with their own voters continuing to desert them, and many people here in the UK also feeling like they're politically homeless, Peter, and they're looking for alternatives. And many people are thinking Reform UK may be the alternative because they're also turning away from the Conservative Party.
What about the headlines that went around the world in relation to this convicted sex offender, the asylum seeker who was meant to be changed out of a prison into a van on his way to be deported, but in fact was set free? It gets worse.
It does get worse, Peter. This Ethiopian asylum seeker that came here was convicted of sex offences. He was jailed, but he was mistakenly released from jail on the weekend and sent on his merry way. He ended up in London. He changed out of his prison attire. He was given money and sent off and released into the public. There was a massive manhunt for this asylum seeker. He was subsequently arrested in North London in Finsbury Park, and he's just been deported to Ethiopia, but given £500, the equivalent of about 1,000 Australian dollars, to get out of the country, because there are reports that he was going to claim asylum here and try and drag his case through the system, and also potentially cause problems on the aircraft as he flew out. And so they thought if they give him money, they'll get rid of the problem and get rid of him. And they've done that. But remarkably, he's done an interview with Sky News UK and talked about his woes here and said that he tried to get back into the prison. He said that he shouldn't be out, but they said, no, off you go. So this is incredibly embarrassing for the Labor government. And another issue that continues to haunt them is the inability to handle the asylum seeker crisis here in Britain.
There's more bad news today for Prince Andrew, of course, and a speculation that Prince William's heavily involved. I'll have to leave that there and we'll come back to that next week, because I do not think that story is going to go away. But apparently William's the one with the whip hand. His dad, Prince Charles, or King Charles, pretty soft, not so Prince William. We'll leave it there, Soph. Have a lovely weekend.